Hello, welcome. I will turn off this music 1 second. I'm glad you could make it for the morning, apparently. It is morning where you are. It is nighttime where I am, so...
The core of the soul. Face what's inside of you. This is the time to find out what's inside your heart. The future's in flux. A time of choices. Decisions to make. There are those who will oppose you. The decay of the European Union. A confrontation between two giant powers. An echoed prelude to destruction.
So yes.
Look into the future.
This is Maken X.
Artificial gods will reign over this world.
Yeah, this is an interesting game. I've played this like once before. I did some of it on stream. I didn't really do like a proper stream of it. It was just like a hey, check this game I got recently kind of thing. Yeah, basically I just got this game. I hadn't even heard of it at the time when I got the game. But it's pretty neat. It's a pretty interesting game. The main problem with it is that the gameplay is kind of shit. We'll get to that later. But it's it's an interesting idea, and it's made by Atlas, and it's got a pretty neat story. So we'll just dive straight into it, I suppose. Let's make a new game.
Is there anything else?
We haven't given it identification yet. Any ideas for a name?
Random numbers are fine. It's just artificial intelligence.
It still has life like we do. There's really no difference.
Fine. Then why don't we let it decide? We'll let Maken decide.
You know, it's funny coming into this immediately after Blue Stinger, because you can immediately recognize her voice now. The lady's voiced by, I'm pretty sure it's the same voice actress who voices Janine in Blue Stinger, and also Rouge the Bat in Sonic Adventure, so... yeah, I think her name's like Lani Minella or something. And it turns out she voices like a lot of things. So, yeah. But it's funny how often, now that I've played Blue Stinger a lot, it's funny going back to this and hearing her voice again. So we can give ourselves a name. I guess it could be anything really. I was thinking actually, I don't know if I can do this. Can I do it on... Hang on, give me 5 seconds. Let me have a look. Okay. Buttmaster 2. Yeah, I had Buttmaster as the other name. I was thinking, can I... I was thinking, would it be an interesting idea to like let the chat decide by voting on a poll? Can I do polls? I was thinking I could like maybe if I named the artificial intelligent are you just suggesting I name the AI ass? I was thinking of naming it chat and then letting you guys decide what to do in the story. Because at various points in the story, it'll ask you questions and you can do certain things. And I was thinking just asking you guys, and then the chat and the stream could just decide what ending I get. Does that sound like a good idea? Call it the Vita. I guess. Keep in mind that the AI is basically us as the player character. We are basically playing the role of the AI in this game, and then we basically help decide what happens. I get artificial intelligence, call it. These are all terrible names. I got ass, got Vita, got boomstick. What? None of these names make any sense. I guess you know what? You might as well just call it ass, I suppose. Ass Sheena. There. Now the AI is called Ass. I hope you're happy.
Not too bad for an artificial brain.
Say it like you mean it.
Imagine if you created the AI and it designated itself as Ass. It gains sentience, and the first thing it does is give itself a stupid name.
There, that's Maken. Has it been awakened yet?
Sue, my dear.
I thought the Maken project was strictly confidential.
What's Kay doing here?
Chief Sagami wants her to see everything. That's why he brought her here.
Is that thing really alive?
Well, we haven't implanted its psi yet. Its form is there, but its mind is empty.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you say its form is there,
Well,
but like, what is it
that's
supposed to
not
be?
really
It just
a
looks like a.
mind.
A mind? How's that?
It just looks like a tube. A tube with
By
eyes on it.
temporarily transferring the psi of a human to its artificial brain. After receiving the stimulus, Maken will build up its own world of psi. As a result, Maken will become a mindful entity with its own self.
You've been studying, haven't you?
I'll explain what the game's about in a bit once this cutscene's over, I suppose.
Hey.
In fact, a lot of the plot is in the instruction manual, so I'll read that in a minute.
Well, that's because Fei Chao has the gene that is required to wake Maken up.
It's too late. Too late for names. We are now Ass.
Amazing. He's so cool.
Yeah, we'll take your word for it. He's cool.
Father, can I take a closer look?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, Maken is just like a big mass of eyeballs and a mouth. You know?
This
And they
is
just
the
designed it
best
to look like that.
Experiment ever. Are you scared?
No, I believe in your father.
Yeah, like,
Responses are positive.
the weird thing is not every voice line is like
Rise
this.
and shine, Maken.
It sounds like it's in a tin can, yeah, but weirdly, every now and again you get a voice line that isn't, and it really stands out. Ah! And ta-da, now Maken is a sword. I think.
What? What's going on?
I guess I forgot to add sound effects.
No!
Well, my work here is done. I will now leave.
Blood agreement. And you will protect everyone. Take the sword.
Faye! Faye! No! No!
Well, I guess I got no choice but to take the sword now. I don't know. Is this actually a Megami Tensei game? Because like, it's not in the name. It's made by the same company, so I'm presuming it's, you know, it's all Atlas and everything. I didn't think it was part of the franchise, but maybe it is. Maybe it is part of the extended universe. I'm not familiar with necessarily with the SMT universe. But yeah, I suppose I should explain a bit about the game because for the benefit of people who haven't seen me play this before, I played this like once on a stream like ages ago. But yeah, it's a game made by Atlas. It's basically their attempt at making like a first-person action game. So it's a bit weird. It's kind of like, you'll see in a bit. It's basically like first-person sword fighting and stuff, and it has a weird story. So I'll read you to the introduction in the instruction menu. Sai is a mirror image of yourself in a proven spiritual world. 5 minutes into the future, the limit of foreseeing the future, the destruction of the real world. An artificial god sweeps down upon this land. This is a machine with the power to create a supreme ruler. He carves out his own destiny. The guardian of spirit, the last hope, a sword of judgment. He will bring order to the world. He will destroy all evil. He will protect the ones whom he loves. He will found an eternal utopia. But there is only one future. Should he sacrifice everything to save a single girl? Or should he abandon her for the sake of righteousness? Should he defeat the people's enemy in order to save the world? Or, as a ruler, should he reign over it? Through all the struggles, he will find the true nature of power. Creation and destruction, life and death, joy and sorrow. What is it all for? Who is it for? The answer lies in the future. Maken X Machina. I hope you... I like how it probably displays ass up there. Yeah, that's our name now. So that's the introduction, according to the instruction manual. That doesn't really clear anything up, but here's the prologue, okay? This basically sets up the world. The world was tumbling into chaos. 5 minutes into the future, China and the USA had reached a standoff in their battle for supremacy. The curtain will fall on a round of confidential Sino-American talks in only 5 minutes. Their discord is tangible. The European Union is about to be engulfed by the shadow of misfortune and is losing its strength like a man who is dying. People will be embraced by a sense of uneasiness that they have never felt before. Japan, at the Kanazawa Research Institute, founded by an overseas Chinese merchant, epoch-making research was being carried out on a treatment for medical illness that involved psi engineering. Psi, this existence of the human spirit which has been scientifically proven. Maken, the first medical instrument in the world that can extract psi and modify it. The development of artificial life is based on Plan X. Maken is about to awaken. What kind of psi will it have? And if after reading that you haven't a clue what the hell's going on, don't be too surprised. So basically, yeah, they say that Maken is supposed to be a medical device that can affect people's brains, essentially. Psi is like your consciousness, I suppose, your spiritual body, and it can affect that. So yeah, it's basically long story short, we are the demon sword and we're taking people's souls. That's basically it. So we're gonna start off now. We're the little girl who we just saw just now. Her father was kidnapped and Faye was killed, and now we have to use the magic sword to try and rescue him. So let's start. Let's go rescue him. So yeah, this is just a first-person action game with you use a sword. And the controls are basically like, they're kind of stiff. I guess this is before they knew how to do like first-person combat or things properly. It's kind of similar to, I guess, Metroid Prime, except like a shitty Metroid Prime, where you only have a sword. You can lock on, you can kind of dodge and jump around and stuff. It's just kind of a bit clunky. It's like, yeah, it's like a shitty Metroid Prime. But it feels kind of similar. You can use the shoulder buttons to like kind of strafe. I should have played more Hexen. Hexen was okay. I kind of got annoyed about that game because it was just so confusing. It was a very like open world kind of game. It wasn't like Doom where you just go from one end of the level to the other. There was a lot of like exploration and stuff and like a hub world. And I always got lost. Oh, the game I played was Shadow Tower, which was like, again, a first-person melee game, except that was like even worse. In terms of like clunky controls, that one's about as clunky as you can get. But yeah, Shadow Tower was basically just a spin-off of Kingsfield. I mean, this one's... Kingsfield is just, like, confusing because it's obscure. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Kingsfield is confusing because, like, a bit obscure and doesn't really tell you what you're doing, a bit like Dark Souls. This game's confusing because the plot doesn't really make any sense. I mean, it probably does, it's just weird. I mean, you just listened to that prologue just now where it was about, like, world powers and stuff. About there's, like, a war going on, or there's going to be a war going on. The plot will become a bit more explained as we play through the game. But basically, yeah, basically, like, America and China are at a standoff and there might be a war or something, I don't know. But, whoops. There's some kind of, like, weird geopolitical thing going on. Oh yeah, the X we just picked up is quad damage, if you're wondering why this music is playing now. Or maybe double damage, but it's the same thing. It's just, you have damage buff while this funky music is playing. And yeah, this is basically the game. It's just, you go through the level and kill enemies and get to the end. But every now and again you do stuff that changes the direction of where the story goes. So yeah, as it says, you can hold X to charge. If you have an EX meter, you can hold the attack button. And you can, hang on, need that. You can charge up a move. I missed. But doing that uses up your health bar. Pick up these health items. And yeah, you notice the enemies drop like a purple thing whenever you kill them. If you pick that up, it increases your EXP and that increases your rank. And as the game also mentions just now, if you hold, in order to block, you hold back on the directional stick. Yeah. I guess the other problem with this game as well is the fact that it's on the Dreamcast, so you only have one analog stick. There's no, like, right stick. So, yeah, you don't have, like, the usual FPS controls. I'm using the control stick to move around and you know, there's no... In order to strafe, you have to hold the ARB trigger, and then this gives you the strafing ability. And then just pick up this quad damage. Now we get the funky music. Eventually you do get used to it. The controls, I mean. But you just have to work around it. You hit them in the back, you get extra damage. Yeah, it is Prime. It is similar, like I was saying earlier, it was basically like a very shitty Metroid Prime. It's kind of similar to Metroid Prime, like if you use the jump, you can use the jump, you can do backdash, you can side dash as well. It's just you don't have a gun. You just have a sword. I think I do seem to remember one of my biggest issues with this game is that later on the levels get really hard. And the controls just don't help. Yeah, and every now and again it just locks you in a room, you gotta beat up some dudes. It's a sword with the weird fellow in it. Well, that weird fellow is me! Or us, as the player character. Will you stop strafing around? Let me hit you. You know, it's funny because I'm sure... I think this game did come out on PS2. This is the Dreamcast version. I think there was a PS2 version that just changed it to a third-person game. So it was probably a bit more easier on that version. I've not seen it, though. I've heard it's like a different game on PS2, though. Come back. Damn it. I mean, this is a pretty obscure game, and I don't know if it's just obscure because it wasn't very good and not many people played it. It's hard to know. After so much time, I don't really know how this game was received. I guess you can look up reviews of the game and see how what people thought of it at the time. But in terms of like all the games that Atlas released, this isn't really one people talk about, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you know what I mean. I mean, it's certainly no. I guess it's certainly no Persona. It's not like Persona 5, where like six years after that game came out, it still gets a booth at Sega's like promotional events because it's just so damn popular. Oh yeah, if you attack just immediately after you block, you get a counter attack which does lots of damage. Which is pretty neat. That's honestly pretty neat, cool. Alright. Time for a face-off with weird gorilla Shankarooing man. Ow. Okay, so it was generally an okay game when it was reviewed. Oh yeah, I should mention this is the European version of the game, and there is some censorship, which you'll see later on, possibly. I think the Japanese version doesn't have a certain... Basically, there's Nazi imagery in this game, but it's been censored in this version, so you won't see any swastikas, I'm afraid. Damn. They're getting away. Or rice balls changed to jelly donuts too. Maybe.
Oh, Father.
I don't believe it. Sai is actually bonding to the sword.
I've never seen data like this. It's unprecedented.
Is Kay all right?
Well, it's not that simple. You see, Kay's and Maken's minds coexist in Maken's artificial brain. This situation is unique. I've never seen Sai bond like this. The Chief's the only one I know who might be able to save Kay.
Are you saying her mind will stay inside Maken forever? Well?
The VA's not terrible, honestly.
Do something.
It again, I was mentioning, this is very obvious this is the same lady as the one in Blue Stinger.
Awake yet?
What is it this time?
Mr. Lee.
I see. It's all clear to me now. That's why Sagami's daughter woke Maken up. We know their plan's already in motion. We need to get going right now.
That's his haircut, I think. It's not like
Sponsors this
bunny ears.
Other than that,
He's not a furry.
What was the
This is the
purpose
same,
of
like,
anyway?
art direction as the SMT games.
Keep away. What's this all about?
It was changed to third person because people were having motion sickness.
Need to know.
I guess that's understandable.
what the?
I know Japanese people generally not that into FPS games.
Maken has godlike powers that allow him to destroy minds in the world of Psi. Its creation was essential to our plans. It's important for us to have his power over Psi to destroy them.
Now, who is them?
Them? I refer to those who would lead this world to destruction. Yet it is the work of one mind, the Devil's.
Devil's work? Oh, sure. You've convinced me.
Yeah, so,
Terrorism, pestilence, poverty, pollution, worldwide oil shortage. There are even plans to use China and the US to start World War III. And all this is being done by someone who has the ability to control human minds.
Are you saying the world will be destroyed because of one person?
It's not important whether you believe me. It's the truth. Quickly, their plan is already in motion.
yeah, basically everything wrong with the world is, like, basically a conspiracy, and there's a person behind it all. If you can believe that. That's what he's telling
A
us.
medical device in psychiatry is actually a weapon. I can't believe we jumped into this so blindly.
I have to leave now. I can't waste any more time talking with you folks. Maken, you know your duty.
I mean, the game is called Deus Ex Machina for a reason, I
The
suppose.
reason they kidnapped Sagami was to gain access to his knowledge of the world of Psi. So, are you willing to pursue them in order to stop this mad conspiracy?
You know what? I have actually hit yes, and the game just skips to the next cutscene. If you hit no, then you get a bit more.
So you refuse my...
But it is neat that you can basically just kind of decide if you want to align with them or not. That's kind of the game.
Artificial brain.
I guess it's more like Deus Ex in more ways, I suppose.
Okay.
I will go. I want to save my father.
No way! We're talking about a madman. It's too dangerous.
But my father, he's in so much danger. I don't have a choice. I'm going to rescue him. You don't need to worry about me. If I say I'm going, I'm going.
Then fight for us and the world. It is your duty. Nothing else matters. Is that clear?
Yes, there is a shadow group that killed the Dreamcast. It was called Sony, and their PlayStation 2.
The power that allows you to control a person's mind, along with their body, is called a brain jack. This is the godlike power that you possess, Maken.
If we don't do something for Kay now, what'll happen to her Psi?
I have the power.
she's still bound to Maken, isn't she?
Yes, I think she is.
Maken
The talking sidekick sword is us. We are the talking weapon.
You can find out where they took the chief. Remember, it's all up to you to get him. Do you understand me? Maken, now that you know where the chief's located, go to Russia through China. If you stop at Hong Kong, you can meet Fei's sister. Otherwise, another Blade Master awaits you in Moscow. You should follow the Blade Master's instructions when you meet them at your destination. There are many enemies that will try to stop you. Don't give up, and you'll find a clear path through them. When you gain enough strength, you'll be able to brainjack people with your godlike powers. I can't control you, so I can only hope that you'll do what's right to the end.
Well, I guess the game starts off in Japan, so maybe going through China... Well, actually, no, you can just kind of go around through Russia from Japan, can't you? It's not that... Geographically speaking, you can just go around China. Also, look at this fucking plane with 4 stories on it, with a big-ass bulb on top. Oh yeah, we'll just catch a passenger flight, it's fine. So yes, this is I guess the bit that's a little bit confusing is that we are technically the role of Maken, which is
So this is the side of it.
the funny talking sword AI,
World of souls existing in a plane beyond reality.
and we fuse with this girl, so she's in the brain with us. That's what's going on.
Explains why my mind has left my body, and I live as Psy. Well, my father told me I have nothing to worry about. Yes, nothing at all. Well, here we are. I haven't introduced myself. Oh, that's a nice name.
Yes, that's a nice name.
Sagami. I'm 16 years old, and I attend Jusei High School.
Also, yeah, the audio changes.
I have no siblings. My mother died right after I was born. You see, well, that's why my father was always around. So I wouldn't feel lonely. I really respect him.
Show don't tell.
One day, I want to be a scientist and help work on the Psy project. Well, that's another story. I guess I'm a little anxious. I talk a lot when I get nervous. Sorry. Something's coming towards me.
It still looks fucking stupid, the plane. It looks like a dolphin.
Sir, you have our thanks for flying the deadly skies, and, by the way, prepare to die.
Man, the service on this flight stinks.
How could you be so daft? Of course this is a trap. You're too high up, sweetheart. You're not going anywhere.
Also, this is the same voice actress as the other lady. Alright, next level. I guess we'll save. I'll just save over this one. The old save file of Buttmaster's still there. Alright, next stage. Right, so now we're playing as the guy we Blaine jacked. Who's quite powerful, actually. Definitely got more firepower or attack power than Kay did. Which I guess makes sense. What's this appendage? That's our tongue, I believe, because if you remember from the cutscene, he can shoot like knives out of his mouth. Oh, so I'm getting hit a lot. Yeah, so his EX moves us to shoot knives out, so I'll demonstrate that in a bit, I suppose. He moves a lot faster than Kay does. I guess it makes sense, he's like a weird Russian gorilla man. Yep, his knives are pretty powerful. But again, using your EX move uses up a bit of your life gauge, so don't use it too much. And yes, it is his tongue. It is not anything else. Yeah, this plane's like huge.
There should be an emergency pod here somewhere.
Yeah, you can see like actually aiming with the controller is a little bit weird because you have to hold the left stick to look up and down, and then you have to use the right stick to strafe. Again, a little bit similar to Metroid Prime, but not really. And of course, there's first-person platforming, which is always a joy. Well, they're not gonna have to have time to dub over everything. See where the boxes are, because I hardly actually look down. Got to get these experience points to increase our BJ rank. So I apologise if I sound a bit stuffy. I had a cold the other day, so I've got a stuffy nose. I must defeat all enemies. I tried to jump over her, but she could just flip. Anti-ed. That one's so hard. Oh yes, so we can brainjack other characters, certain characters. It's up to you if you want to brainjack this guy. If you don't, it'll actually affect which level you go to next because he's a pilot and he knows how to fly the plane. But if we don't, then we won't know how to fly the plane. So, should we brainjack the pilot or not? Basically, I'll spoil this now. If you brainjack the pilot, you go to Hong Kong, which you're supposed to do. If you don't, you end up in India somehow. Yes, brainjack him. Alright, we'll just BJ him up. Man, I love BJ. So now we're the pilot, who's considerably more shit. But you can go back if you want. But we'll leave the funny Russian monkey man here, and we'll just take this. Okay. Ah yes, of course, the air drone, which is of course what every air passenger plane has.
Okay, let's go. Everything should be fixed.
Looks like the spare lines are good to go. Now we can access the central terminal. By the way, do you know what's the deal with Mr. Lee?
He's some old fart who thinks he's the modern messiah.
He seems like a very important person. He's got a lot of contacts.
Here's something I bet you don't know. His company isn't legitimate.
What? How come you never told me?
Must have slipped my mind. Besides, I don't care what they do, as long as I get paid.
I hope it's nothing too illegal.
It's very illegal.
Don't be such a prude, Anne.
Well, why Kay? Not Kay, though. This is horrible. If something happens to the chief, will she be like this forever?
Don't worry about Kay. We'll do something. Just calm down.
Don't make any rash promises, and don't drag me into this.
Why don't we just try and sort this out?
Whatever.
Oh, man. Plan X wasn't really just a simple medical device, was it? We created a living weapon. This thing destroys human minds.
Oops, we created a doomsday weapon.
Mr. Lee's probably behind this. And I'll bet the chief is too.
Kay had the key to awaken Maken. She must possess the D gene. Do you think it's just a coincidence?
Maybe Sagami used her gene as a standard while developing Maken, without telling us a thing.
Experimenting on his own daughter. Who is this guy? But I guess Faye was supposed to wake up Maken.
Why wouldn't he tell us that Kay was his model?
I guess he didn't think it was necessary.
There's no point discussing it. This is all purely speculation.
We may find something if we look at the original specifications.
You know, those are classified, Anne.
Aren't you curious?
Reading secret documents without authorization? No thanks. Not interested.
But we've been deceived. Don't you feel like you've been betrayed?
I suppose that was his call. A wise man never courts danger.
Kay is a human being. We need to do something to help her.
Jeez. This is how people find out things they shouldn't know. Now I know how Adam must have felt.
As Eve, I'd have no regrets. Let's get access to the data.
I hope there's something in there that'll be useful to my career.
I like how she was saying earlier, I hope what we're doing isn't too illegal, and then immediately she tries to, like, go for the classified documents that she's not allowed to look at.
Nice landing. You're a pretty good pilot.
Thanks,
I'm
me.
supposed to take another flight to Moscow from here. But you know, I think we're being followed. How about we go to another city? We better board the plane from there. What's that? Oh, I really don't have time to look for Faye's sister. Why don't you go ahead and decide how we're getting to Moscow?
Hey, don't knock the still image cutscenes of 3D models. Lots of companies still do that. Bayonetta's been doing that for ages, of just using their 3D models in still cutscenes. And don't even get me started on like the Yakuza series, where every now and again the cutscenes are just still, they just use the 3D models and don't animate them. Anyway, we're in Hong Kong. You can tell because of all the signs. So yeah, the pilot kind of sucks. He just has a stun rod and he's not particularly, like, fast. So you kind of have to work around that. I like how like the first attack of that is blockable, but the rest aren't. So there's really no point in blocking the first one. You can't even counter-attack immediately afterwards. But you can do that. You can just jab them. Man, these roller skating guys are pretty annoying because you just have to wait for them to attack you. And most of the time they just run around in circles. I just remember in Yakuza 0 there was like certain cutscenes where it was just the 3D models and they didn't animate their mouth moving or actual movements at all. Which is weird because every now and again there'll be like cutscenes where there's like 3 different kinds of cutscenes. There's cutscenes that are like fully animated and cinematic. There's cutscenes that are just done like in the game, sort of in the game's dialogue system, I guess, with sort of animations, and then there's like the still frame animations where they don't move the 3D models, but they kind of move them around in a slideshow way. But they still use the 3D models. I don't know why they didn't fully animate their mouths, probably because of budget. And yeah, they do similar. It's similar to how Bayonetta does it. Every now and again, they'll just have a cutscene that's not entirely fully animated. Yes, we're using the light baton. It's a stun rod, I think. It stuns the enemies. If you hold back and do like the jab attack, yeah, he does that, and he just zaps them. Yeah, and it just stuns them for a bit, and you can get them some hits. Ow. 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 Yeah, the Majime system everywhere thing kind of messes up the chronological order of things a little bit. I mean, in some ways though, it's like the other problem with Kiwami is I guess I don't know if this is a problem or not, but the fact that it's actually incredibly faithful to the original PS2 ones, to the point where like the cutscenes seem kind of shit by comparison. Like every 5 seconds, or not every 5 seconds, but every scene change there'd be like a fade to black. And that's just how the PS2 version did them. There would just be a fade to black and like it'll move to the next scene, and it feels very stilted compared to the original, compared to like the modern ones rather. Like if you play Yakuza 0 and then go to Kiwami, it'll definitely feel like a step down in a little bit. there's nothing wrong with it necessarily. It's actually, again, it was faithful to the original, but it's just like the cinematography, I guess you'd call it, improved so much with the later Yakuza games, and then going back to the original style obviously just feels a bit different. Alright, we're BJ rank 3. And the higher the BJ rank, the more powerful the characters we can BJ. I haven't played Kiwami 2. I have played Kiwami 1. Oh, thank you for the follow. I can BJ more power foes, yes. I think the annoying thing about the baton is you can't deflect bullets with it, I don't think. Because I tried it and it just wouldn't work, so maybe the light baton just can't deflect bullets. Just gotta collect the BJ rank. Okay. Oh, the light's on. Also, I hope you're not bored of this music loop. So again, in this level we have another choice of how to progress. We can meet the lady who they told us to meet with, the Blade Master. Or we could just completely ignore her and just go off on our own. It's up to you. I guess doing what she does sort of puts you on a bit of a detour because she tells you to go somewhere else first. But the other funny thing is you can choose to find her and then speak to her, or you can just completely ignore her and just not find her. The contrarian way through. You can do that if you want. I'm just wondering what you guys would want as chat. That's why I was thinking of maybe putting some of the decisions up to a poll. Oh, here's something I kind of noticed as well when I played before. Yeah, you can just hide and hit. For some reason, they can't go in this corridor. Prioritize dad. Should we do a dad playthrough? Just do like basically follow what Kay is the one who wants to just save her dad. So if you basically follow her advice, then you can just ignore her. Ow. So if you just try and basically ignore the Blade Masters, I guess. I mean, the Blade Masters are also like trying to help the dad as well. But it's up to you if you want to prioritize the girl, like Kay's happiness, or to fulfill your duty of saving the world or whatever. Whatever that means. Screw stopping World War 3, exactly, yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll leave it to the poll. I'll make a poll with this next decision. I've never actually tried a Twitch poll, so I just kind of want to try it. We'll see how it works. So, yeah, again, the way out is up those boxes. The way to the lady is through here. You can just completely ignore her and go up the boxes, or you can go and meet her. So we'll meet her and speak to her. I mean, you don't know if he's a nice video game dad. You've barely spoken to him.
What took you so long? I thought you were dead.
Oh, you're Fei Chao's sister, aren't you?
That's right. My master has been keeping an eye on Chief Sagami's kidnappers. So, now that you're here, we have a mission for you. Jaja, the big TV star in India, defeat him. He sends radio waves through TV that steal people's souls. Somehow they infect the brain, and this poses a serious threat to the world.
Wait a minute. I don't want to go to India. I just want to save my father.
That's not what's important here. Maken chose you. It's your duty to save the human race. So you've got to defeat Shah Jaha. He can't succeed, or he'll destroy us all.
But what do I do?
I really don't understand why you were chosen. But I guess it's really Maken's decision to make, not mine. So, what do you say, Maken? Are you willing to go to India for us or not?
Right, so... how do I do this? Okay, there'll be a 1-minute poll starting now. Okay, go vote. Do it. I mean, there's going to be a Twitch delay when I said now, but you should see it. It's weird how there's no lip flaps. Yeah, they didn't really do any lip syncing at all, or lip animations. Actually, isn't it? I heard that in Blue Stinger, the developers weren't happy with the way the lip syncing was done in this game, so they didn't bother with Illbleed, their next game. So maybe it's just not worth doing lip syncing all the time. I mean, these days everyone does lip syncing, so it's fine. But you know. So the results are in. No, you do not want to go to India. Digital Devil didn't have lip flaps either. I actually have Digital Devil Saga, I just haven't played it yet. I've got it on PS2. I just not played it. Maybe I should. Well, I can wait till next time though. Okay, so no to India.
Oh, well, that's just great. Since we humans gave you life, don't you think it's about time you return the favor? How can my brother's soul rest without retribution?
You didn't mention you had a brother. Oh, well, too late.
Then go to Moscow. See if I care. I'll take care of Shah Jaha myself.
Alright, well, it seems like you've got it under control then. So, yeah, here's the thing too. If you hit yes, then you'd be able to brainjack her and take over her body. And she has, I guess, a pretty decent weapons. So now we're stuck as the flight attendant man, or the pilot. Or we have to go to Moscow as the pilot. That's fine, we can just fly to Moscow. Yeah, she volunteers her body if you agree to go to India. She would say take her body. The other thing too, if I didn't take the pilot on the plane earlier, the flight we were on would have ended up in India, but you wouldn't be able to defeat the Hake Shah Jaha because, like she says, she's the only one who can get to the boss room. So you'd be able to go to the level, but you won't be able to beat the boss. And so the story goes to a different route, I suppose. And yes, she volunteers for the BJ. That is exactly how you should phrase it. Flight attendant playthrough, let's go. Be careful, actually. I want to pick up the balls. Increase brainjack rank. This annoys me. Sometimes you can knock them over, but you can't attack them while they're on the ground. So you just kind of had to wait for them to get up. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. Because I swear I couldn't do it properly. Let me just pick up the BJ. the BJ points. Ow. It's kind of like trying to attack one enemy and dodge the bullets of another. Oh great, now we've got the rollerbladers. 3 of them. You kind of have to like do the Metroid Prime style dodge with these guys because you can't jump over him. Well, the pilot can't jump that high, I don't think. He can't jump over enemies, not like the other guys could. Now we're Kingsfielding. Yeah, you can stun him. It's just a little bit tricky because you have to like. His range isn't great. You have to hold back to stun as well. So you. There you go. That worked. And there's the exit. Stage clear.
Was it right to refuse Fei Shan's request? Too late to worry now.
That's the spirit.
You know, we have no obligation to the Blade Master.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck the Blade Masters.
Nothing is more important than saving my father right now. Let's go to Moscow.
I like how, like... oh, the next level is... Yep. Yeah, that's just... all the way to Moscow. Yeah, how trivial this makes it seem. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just walk from Hong Kong to Moscow. How hard could it be? Maybe we catch a plane or something, I don't know, but it's just weird. There's like, the exit is just like a doorway. And then the next thing you know, you're in Moscow. Maybe it's implied there's a plane, I don't know. But then why would you have to go to Hong Kong first? You could just fly directly there, I thought, maybe. Or maybe, I don't know. Because it's not like the plane was hijacked and you had to go to Hong Kong. The plan was to go to Hong Kong first. But maybe that was deliberately to convene with the, convene with the Blade Masters. Because that's what Mr. Lee told you to do. And this poor sod's being dragged along for the ride as well. He's just some guy called Gou Inaba. And he's just a pilot and he's been dragged along for this weird, like, cross-country adventure. Without his consent. We've just taken over his body. This character has no special attack. He just wants to go home, yeah. Alright. Stage start. Moscow. Russia. Is that a bad BJ's too? Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm Kitty. I'm the mighty Blade Master in charge of the flame. I'm glad to see that you managed to make it back here alive. What do you want me to do, Cheer?
I've got to know. Is my father okay? Do you have any idea where he is?
I know where he is. Follow me and I'll show you.
It is a weird design.
We live in a time of suffering. This will be our challenge to obtain an everlasting kingdom. This is the will of our Lord who will lead us to a land of peace. Let us focus now to clear our impure minds and think of a higher power. For it is He, and only He, who will give us salvation.
A religion encouraging suicide? Is the apocalypse so far away? I don't know about you, but from here, that seemed a little weird.
Oh, tell me about it. Look at his fucking outfit.
Kidnappers set this up?
Maybe, maybe not. All I know is that the funeral industry will make a killing.
The Chief's data is heavily encoded. I was afraid of this. This will be hell to decode. What a pain.
Anything else?
Well, there's good news and bad news. Choose your poison.
I could use some good news.
How's this? The Chief's been sending all his data to Dr. Guinness.
Dr. Guinness? That old guy who was opposed to the project in the first place?
It doesn't matter why now. We should contact him. Well, I think it's worth a shot.
What's the bad news?
Unfortunately, well, look. I found this.
What the hell? This is human experimentation. I'm surprised it didn't surface until now. This is bad. What is?
If this data's correct, Maken's artificial brain will choose its own side. And then...
It'll start fusing.
Fusing?
That means Kay Sai will be absorbed by Maken.
And then what?
The loss of her identity, her personality will be gone forever.
Those without Psi can't feel or think anything.
Kay will be a vegetable.
No, no way! We've got to do something about this!
If the Chief returns, everything will be fine.
If he's still alive.
Stop it.
Have you heard anything from Mr. Lee?
Nothing.
I guess somebody has to tell Maken to go see Dr. Guinness.
Europe is in such a sad state, what with the plague and all. Who'd want
You mean
to go
COVID?
to places like that?
I will.
There's no guarantee you'll find Kay, and it's dangerous.
I'm going anyway. If only I'd done something earlier to save her.
It's not your fault, Ko, even if you feel responsible.
It's not that. I just want to save Kay. I can't sit around until Maken comes back.
Chill out, Ko. You're just a kid. You need to think things out. Besides, who'll pay for the trip?
I guess he's loaded. I guess that's the implication.
It could start any time. It'll be too late unless we return Kay to her own body soon. I've got an idea. Why not let Ko do it?
If you go to Moscow, you may be able to see Maken. And Dr. Guinness might be able to return Kay Sai. But this is just speculation for now. We can't risk Ko's life on a mere possibility.
I'm simply respecting his will.
Ms. Miller, please. Please let me go.
Oh. I suppose I can't stop you. I'll make a program that'll track Maken's movements.
You can do that?
Wait till I'm done, okay?
Father! 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 Talk to me!
By the time we got here, it was too late. They had already taken his soul. I'm so sorry. Forget about your daddy. Blame Geist. He's the one that took Sagami's soul. Geist is not a human, you know. You see, he served this planet well, a long time ago. But now the only thing he wants to do is kill humans and take over the world. Geist has the ability to absorb people's psi. He can also put part of his psi into someone else and take them over. Thus, they become part of his loyal following. Seems like Shaja must have been one of his victims. This is the way Geist gets everyone else to do his dirty work. There's no peace for humans in heaven. It's up to us to determine our own destiny. We've got to put an end to Geist before it's too late. Some of us have decided to devote our lives to saving mankind. We're known as the Blade Masters. We had to come up with a powerful weapon to destroy Geist. That's where you come in, Maken. Listen to what the Blade Masters say and you'll be able to accomplish your mission. You came into this world as Maken, so now you must live with your fate. And as for you, Kay, if you really want to save your father, there's only one way, to put an end to Geist.
Please, defeat Geist. I'm ready to battle anyone in order to save my father. I'll defeat Geist at any cost.
Now you know the power of Maken. I'm glad you finally got Sagami's psi. The energy from it's incredible. Look, here come Geist men. Listen, I'll contact you once you find out where Geist is. Until then, lend your powers to our European allies. Defeat Geist's followers so we can straighten up this chaotic world. Don't you dare turn your back on the human race, or I will destroy you.
Yeah, whatever.
And don't you forget it.
So yeah, I guess they're just saying, just plainly threatening you in case you decide to, like, change allegiance at any point in the game, you know, nothing. Nothing weird at all about that. But I guess Geist sounds very similar to how Maken sounds, right? Able to, like, absorb people's size and control other people or something. Damn it. Doesn't help that I'm being shot at from a distance. No, I didn't get to BJ his dad. I didn't get to BJK's dad because her brain is gone. His brain is gone. So I can't BJO. There's no fun in BJing a vegetable. I hate that you can't attack him on the ground. Yes, that was the point. Basically, she says we have to do what they say. Come back. Oh, I fell. Yeah, basically we have to do what she says, otherwise, in order to rescue our dad. Ow. Oops, I forgot. I forgot when you're doing the lock-on, you don't jump, you do a side dash or whatever. Okay. Gotta do first-person platforming. Ow. It's a good thing this attack leaves him wide open. Yeah, I guess it's cold in Russia at the moment. Ow. Okay. Guess I just avoid those. In the remake, this would be a Souls-like. I mean, again, this is you could again compare this to Kingsfield or something. So maybe it already is kind of a Souls-like. Time for core damage. Don't mess with me. I'm a pilot with core damage. Oh, where's the enemies? Hey, why didn't he stop and look around all confused like? Maken X becomes the new Skyrim. Do you mean just re-release the same game 5 times? Damn it. Again, I don't know, like, the actual gameplay is kind of iffy because, again, of how weird the controls are. The biggest draw for the game was just seeing where it goes next, honestly. Just all the... oh, fuck. How do I... Whoops, I died. Man, you gotta actually, like, time that well. Yeah, this is the other problem with the game. If you die at any point in the level, you have to restart from the beginning. There's no checkpoints. Which can get infuriating. I do remember that playing this before. So you gotta be careful. God damn it. They're not letting me a counter-attack. I hate that fucking... I hate the fact that they fall over and you can't do anything with them. Okay. Another one of these damn... I mean, again, I guess no checkpoints means it is more challenging. It's just... sometimes, I don't know, I feel like some of the level design isn't great. Do the thing. There you go. Damn it, he dropped the ball. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh yeah, manual saving. Yeah, I think that's it is a difficult like balance on. God damn it. I guess it is kind of a tricky balance sometimes. Like you want it You want the game to be punishing, but you don't want to annoy the person every time they lose. Because, like, even Dark Souls, you know, it's very punishing, but the moment you die, you're immediately put back into the action kind of thing. I'll just avoid them for now. Yeah, you never actually lose a lot of progress when you die in Dark Souls, you know? Like, you always at least... Even if you're bashing your head against a brick wall, you're at least learning. I missed. Just gotta prod his ass. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot there's quad damage and health over here. That seems to spawn enemies though. Oh, here's the sword they can't reach me at. Prod! Stick with the prod. The lethal takedown. Alright, back to first person platforming, which is always a pain in the ass. I love platforming where you can't even see where you're jumping. You know what I mean? Alright, so the next bit seems like a pain because you actually have to hit or deflect the attacks. The weird, like, suicide drones. Because you can't really dodge in here. Ow. Ow. Alright, failed. You know what, I'm just going to brute force it. I'm just going to run through them. Oh yeah, do your worst. I'm on top of a ledge. Yeah, got you now. You see what I mean about the game design not necessarily being great? Yeah, the 2 health packs they knew. They knew that you just, like, get pelted immediately as soon as you go down that corridor. It's like in Duke Nukem where you fall down that first pit. Which always gives you, like, full damage, but they just put a health pack in front of it. And it's like, why even bother? Why not just make it a pit you didn't take damage from? Okay. I can go inside this trailer, but there's nothing in here. Invisible wall? No. Dark Souls the same. Damn, those alien scum are gonna pay for shooting up my ride. It's more badass if he breaks his ankles. Oh, hang on. Ah yes, the switch to turn on the van. First, I guess so, yeah. I guess every other FPS is like Doom logic, isn't it? It's just survive everything. Do the thing. Do the thing. Spin. The Sonic enemy who just spin dashes at you. Damn it, I missed. Prod in the ass! Prod in the ass! Another one? Ow. Ow. Alright, I'm just fucking up here. Maken X and Knuckles. I'm probably getting a bit too greedy now and trying to like kill him quickly. But this door just opened. This goes back to this area, and there was a health pack here, so I can take that before I proceed onwards. There we go. I wonder how much longer we're gonna be this pilot for. We had the perfect chance to switch characters, but we refused it. We decided not to go along with Blade Master, whatever her name was. Uh-oh. We're in the circus. See, this is what happens when you only work out with one side of your body. You must defeat all enemies, all one of them. Okay, he's just got a big punch and his shield, so I've got to get behind him, I guess. See, I remember the last time I played this. The last time I played this, I could jump over him. I can't do that. Oh, can I? Can he? Ow. Oh, how? You can't. Jesus. Yeah, you can't block that punch. Oh, yeah, you can jump over him. Okay. You can't stun him, though. Oh. Alright, got a beta attack and jump over him. Gotta be really careful, because he can just basically shave off your entire health bar, whereas I have to, like, even a critical hit takes, like, a million hits. Oh god, this is this is gonna take a while. This is like a real Dark Souls boss fight. I'm gonna get the backstab. Yeah, this is Dark Souls. Oh, it stunned him that time. Ow, oh no! I've got to be careful, man. You could destroy me. Alright, gotta wait for the punch. Gotta wait for the slow punch. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh god, that was close. Oh shit. Well, time to start all over again. You see what I mean about the no checkpoints? If you die, can you BJ into someone else? I wish. Alright, let's try that again. You know, I don't know why, like, Blade Master Kitty can't help us out here. She's inside that trailer right now. Right, it's fine. This is like the real... This is like the real Dark Souls now. The real Dark Souls starts here. We've spawned at the bonfire and we got to restart the whole level. gotta get the old rod in the bum. This would probably be easier if I wasn't the pilot. If I had something better than this stun rod. Do the spin. Do the spin dash. Yeah. Gotta go fast. Ow. Right, is there... What do you mean screaming ninja bug? I don't hear any screaming ninja. Are you here? Is anyone else hearing this? I don't hear anything. Ugh. Okay. I don't think I'm hearing anything, but... Are you sure that's not just part of the soundtrack? Ow. Is it this droning sound now? Because I think this is part of the soundtrack. The noise, I'm pretty sure that's the soundtrack. I don't think that's a bug. I'm not saying it's a good soundtrack, I think it's just part of the soundtrack. Oh yeah, I just gotta exploit the fact that they can't go to this room. Do the spin dash. Right. So this is the bit where I just had to brute force it in order to get past the suicide drones. Ah! Okay, we're fine. Yes. You know, this also feels like kind of a Dark Souls-y kind of thing to do, to like exploit the enemy by standing in a place they can't reach you in and just shoot arrows at them or something. Although I guess it wouldn't really be fair to compare every single game to Dark Souls, as funny as that is. Ow. Go has played all the Ninja Gaiden. He just wants to go home and play Ninja Gaiden on his PS2. He was just a pilot, and then suddenly he gets involved in a hijacking, and then he gets brainjacked, taken to Hong Kong, then to Russia. Ow, I just walked into that. I mean, the weird thing is he's probably, like, aware or conscious about what's going on. So he's got basically, like, a little girl and a robot AI taking over his own body. And he just has to watch it happen. Oh, and the other thing is that if we do find another person to brainjack, we'll just leave his body here. Then he's just got to find his own way back home. Brainjacking removed their size, so he's technically brain dead. Is he? I don't actually know. I figured their body was like... I thought you just absorbed their... Oh, maybe he is brain dead. I don't know. I guess he's dead then. He'll just walk back again. Alright. Round 2. This time. I don't even have to wait for him to attack, really. I could just jump over him. Probably making this a lot harder than it actually was. I think I do have to wait for him to get stunned, though. Like, confused when I jump over him. Yeah, and then I can stun him and just do this. Ugh. No match for the mighty Gou. See, sometimes it stuns them, sometimes it doesn't. I wonder if Gou ever appeared in any other Shin Megami Tensei games. You know what this also kind of reminds me? Did everyone ever play, what was it called? Was it called, Psyops the Mind Gate Conspiracy or something? It was a game on a GameCube. And you could, basically the gimmick of that game is you could take over other characters and, like... It was like a first-person shooter game, but you could take over other characters. Ow. I didn't jump over him that time. But I remember, the reason I remember, the Mind Gate Conspiracy was because, I remember we played multiplayer on that. There was multiplayer deathmatch as a split screen. And one of the funniest things of that is that one of the like, it was basically, you control a ghost, basically, and you could take over other characters. And the multiplayer deathmatch was that you have a bunch of random NPCs on the map, and you take them over to kill each other, which is pretty fun. But I remember one map, one of the characters was just a girl taking a bath. And if you took her over, she'd, like, use a towel and whip you with it. And it was, like, in one-hit kill. And it was, like, the best weapon in the game. It was, like, this melee weapon. It was, like, a fucking, like... It was just, like, a girl in a bath towel who just fucking, like, whips you with a towel and kills you. And it's amazing. Okay, so we made it out of Russia. Stage clear. We are still the pilot. We have not brainjacked anyone else yet. So, where to now? Ah, yes. We have a choice, I suppose. So we can either go to Istanbul, or we can go to London. Maybe this is something else I should leave up to the poll. Give me 5 seconds. Although I don't think this, I don't know if this has a big effect on the story. But I'll make a poll anyway. Okay, you should be seeing a pole appearing. I can't remember what was... I remember what the London level was. I can't remember the Istanbul. What level that is. There's a possible chance we can just go to both of them, but I don't know if this has an effect on the story. It's not really clear what the Blade Master told us to do either, because Blade Master just told us to defeat Geist. But like, she didn't, I guess we just have to find Geist, that's the whole plot. Find and defeat Geist. Who knows how we're actually going to see that. Okay, poll is ending soon, and let's see the results. Congratulations, London has won. So we'll be going to London. Yes, we're going to Nazi-occupied London. You heard that right. This is the one level I do remember just because it's so fucking weird. We have to get to through London. Okay. So I mentioned earlier that this game has quite a bit of censorship. You're going to start seeing that, I think. So this is jolly old London. Oh god, dogs. Ow! Oh god, they're exploding dogs! Oh god. How do I defeat the exploding dogs? Oh, okay, I just hit him. Well, that was one way to open a level. Yeah, so oh, it's gone again. Okay, you have to just sidestep the dogs. That's how you defeat them. Yes, there's notice that there's like certain imagery around. Okay, it's a good thing they're dying one hit. Right. Ah, damn it. The problem is you had to lock on quite quickly. It's terrifying, man. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh god. Die! Die! Oh, just... I couldn't lock onto him in time, so I was like, just start flailing. Aha, we have opened the sewers. Yes, so when you see that Chinese character, that is that was supposed to be a swastika. And you can kind of tell it's got like the Third Reich, I don't know what you call it, like the emblems of the hawk, the eagle. You're not gonna... Oh, is this another, like... Every now and again there's areas where the enemies can't hit me. They can't pass through this point for some reason. I guess that I'll just exploit that, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing the reason it was censored because this is the Western version, and obviously if you keep that Nazi imagery in here, then you can't really release this game in Germany. So maybe that's the I guess this is some weird, like, it's weird that this is London too. It's like some weird parallel universe where like London lost the Allies lost the Second World War or something, and the Nazis took over. There's certainly quite a few paths to go through, but they're all blocked off. Man, I bet Gou is feeling really out of place now. He is so far away from home. Oh boy, new enemy type. I love this guy. I must defeat all the enemies. This guy's cool. I like his design. It's like some weird like man with a swastika for a face, and he's got like a minigun in his belly, and he ballerina dances. But he's no match for Gou. He's doing a funny pose while he shoots me with his gun. It's one of those funny JoJo poses. Man, the stun roll's actually turned. Now that I'm playing Gou for so long, I'm actually starting to learn how he works now. Is it actually a full-on JoJo reference? I haven't watched enough JoJo to know like specific references aside from like funny poses and like "It was me Dio" memes. Shooting on one leg for stability, genius. Yeah, that's just how great he is. Oh no. JoJo has a Nazi with a tummy chain gun. Wait, does it really? Is this actually a JoJo reference? I didn't know. Let's see what this way first. Is there a map in this game? Guess not. I was wondering if there was a map in this game, but... Well, I guess that's neat that JoJo references persist through everything. Even this game. Every Japanese franchise must have at least one JoJo reference. Yeah, that's true. I'm just kind of in a maze now. Oh, I don't like the look of that doggy in there. You can stay in there. You can stay in there too. Oh no! Oh, damn it, there's not enough room to side dodge. That's good. Oh, damn it. Well, at least there was health packs back there. Just because you're a pilot doesn't mean you can have superhuman jumping abilities. Okay, you can't go in those cells. Very quiet. Donkey's sleeping. wonder if I can actually just stealth through it. Oh, yeah. No, can't sidestep. Yes, for you. Ow. It's weird, his weak spot seems to be the front. If you try and like backstab him, it doesn't seem to work quite as well. Or maybe it does. I don't know, maybe he's got a weird back. He might be like one of those Dark Souls enemies where you're not exactly sure where his front or back is because of his stance. It's a good thing most of the enemies have like a oh shit, he's behind me, where did he go kind of animation that lets you get some free hits. Ow. Okay, got him. Running out of health though, hope there's some health kits later. Oh, that's the end. Or is it? There is another path we didn't go down. Maybe we should explore some more. And again, we are kinda almost dead. Well, I guess I'll try the other path, see what's down there. What's wrong with the music? It's cool, isn't it? Oh. Oh, what are these? Spinny monsters. Well, they can drop, but they can't. Well, now they're just in there. Maybe we can just jump over them. Ow. Ow. Oh, wow, I'm nearly dead. Okay. Maybe I should have just left the level. It's gonna be like suicide dogs now, isn't there? Isn't this where I was earlier, or is this... Yeah, this is where I was earlier. Oh well. I guess I didn't do anything. Or did it? Oh. Let's see if there's health. Oh, and another one. Okay, I guess they just spawned a bunch of enemies. Maybe I should have just left the level. I'm regretting my decisions. Oh, maybe I could just run past them all. Okay, never mind. I was hoping maybe I could just like dodge and avoid him, because you can run. Running past the enemies is a viable strategy. It's fine. Now I know how to defeat the zombie dogs or the suicide dogs. This isn't going to be so bad. Take two. Ow. The problem is once you dodge one, you have to like maneuver around and try and find the others before they kill you. Yeah, I do wonder what happens if I just don't BJ anyone else. I could just complete the whole game without brainjacking anyone else, couldn't I? I could just beat the whole game as the pilot. Should I do that? Should I just make this the pilot only run? Well, I say that. I think there are some points where you have to take over or brainjack other people in order to unlock certain things. I do remember at one point there's a certain character that knows a password, so you have to unlock that character. or brainjack that character to proceed, but I can't remember if that's like 100% essential to the storyline. Oh, great. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, fuck's sake. I mean, I haven't into. I guess, yeah, that would be something fun to do as a challenge run. Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Phew. Again, it wasn't my intention to be the pilot for most of the game so far. Ah! It's just how it be. What's the time now? I should probably go to bed soon, actually. I've got work tomorrow. Or maybe I'll do a couple more levels and then end the stream. Wait, I should probably take care of those. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's the dogs behind the invisible wall. They can't get me. Oh, what? They could get through now. Was I remembering wrong? There was that invisible wall earlier. Is it here? Well, maybe not. Okay. Okay. I seem to remember this way doesn't. Oh, that's right. So this is where I came out earlier, where I died. So that was actually a new area. So I guess maybe if we have more health, I could try that area again. But for now, I'll just go back to where I came and just maybe take the easy route. I guess it's neat that the game gives you multiple branches through the level. Alright. Okay, Mr. JoJo reference. Mr. Nancy JoJo reference. Actually, you know what? I'm fast enough that I can just kind of... Ow. So long as he doesn't do the spin attack, I can actually just kind of... Ow. Hit him quite a lot. His attacks are mostly slow enough that I can get in a hit before he can attack. With the exception of the spin attack, which is the one thing you have to... Yeah, his where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay. Yeah, his hitbox, his weak spot isn't his backside, which is kind of interesting. All right, you come at me. Die. So this is actually the other way. So maybe I could just go straight here and see what happens. These enemies are annoying though. Can't I just wait for them? Yeah, if they go in the pit, they can't jump out. So then I could just jump straight over. Yeah, backstepping seems to... Hang on 1 second, let me just... Ha 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 ha. So long, suckers. Alright. If only we had a gun, yeah. And we don't need a gun, we got the rod. Okay, so now we're on this side. And now we have quad damage to take out those Nazi men. Oh, there's two here. I could avoid those. But I'll fight this guy. Got him. All right. Accused Paul Denton about going out the pod is the most effective. Give me the Gep gun. I like the silent takedown. Ah, switch. Okay, there was a reason I can't remember, there was a reason to brainjack this guy. Ah, I can't get to him yet though. I think this might be a part, I might have to come back here at some point. It's been a while since I've played this. That's fine though. Is there anything else around here aside from more Nazi men? Or maybe we do have to just go the short way out. And before we need to go to Istanbul to get the code, you know, it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, well, I guess we'll just go back the other way. Alright. Back we go. Unless there's a way of unlocking this door so that I can unlock a shortcut. Dark Souls the same. Otherwise it'd been like a this door is locked from the other side kind of thing. It's fine. To be honest, it's not actually that hard to get back. This is actually quite early on, so I just gotta go through this bit again. Ah. Damn it. Stop it. Stop it. Go away. Yeah, I thought that was a path. You can't actually. I don't think you can go in there. Those cages. I tried, but it wouldn't let me. Like it's like an invisible wall that stops you from going in. So I think that's just a thing. I don't think that's like a particular path. Yeah, because it looks like there's a path here. But oh, hang on. Let me. See if I can go in. No, it just closes. Oh, never mind now. Ow. Ow, okay, I'm actually dying now. Oh, son of a bitch. God damn it. It's fine. Third time's the charm. Yeah, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Maybe it would have been prudent to go to Istanbul. You know, I guess you can just go back to the world map. Maybe I should just, like, get myself blown up. Here, doggy. Here, doggy. Here, doggy. Ow. Here, doggy. Let's try Istanbul. Although, having said that, I guess going through the exit would have led us to another path, but I don't know. It's not like we've... Again, I don't think it's that... The level's not that hard, to be honest. It's just like... It's just the checkpoints are fucking horrendous. Alright, Istanbul. Bugs. Gou's lost in Europe. He's very lost right now. Come back here, you. Ow. Well. Oh no, bugs! I must defeat all the bugs. Damn it, if only my rod was slightly better at aiming down. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Well, I unlocked that door, but what's upstairs? Got a brain jack experience thingy. Health pack. That's it, I guess. Where's that bug? Where was that? Alright. Oh. Hello. Alright. I'm not afraid of you, I'm Gou. I feel like I need to like get behind. Ow. Okay, he does a lot of damage. Oh, bugs! Hey, shouldn't he stop spinning? Oh, at least you can block that. Ow. Yeah, Jesus. Damn it. Okay. This guy's hard. And there's not really much room to like dodge around him either. It's fine, I'm learning. This is the Dark Souls of Shin Megami Tensei or whatever it is. That's fine. See, this is... I did warn you. Well, I didn't warn you specifically, but I did mention this, that the game design is kind of infuriating at times. There's no checkpoints and the game gets quite hard. But again, the biggest appeal of this is just seeing what the fuck happens next. It's just so fucking weird. I wouldn't say bad. Yeah. Damn it. It's a good thing you can block the giant cleaver with it, with this tiny baton. To be honest, I thought that would be an unblockable attack like the other thing. But I guess everything he does is blockable, so that's something. I mean, like, I guess you can block the giant fist. You can't block the giant fist, but you can block the meat cleaver, so... Okay. Let's take a bit of a turn. I'm guessing down there is bad. Maybe. Oh, now all the bugs are down there. Ow! Son of a bitch! Ah, son of a bitch. Gotta get out. Floor hot. Where is exit? Okay, there's exit. Fucking bugs push me off. There's gotta be some health somewhere. Hospital? This is a hospital? Oh no. Oh, I gotta fight two of these guys. Bomb soft moment. God, this... I didn't think there'd be this many parallels to Dark Souls. some room. I don't want to get backed into a corner. Oh, what the? Oh, okay. I didn't realize I could go into these side rooms. Oh, health. Sweet. Okay, I feel a lot better now. Just stumbling into the room with a health and quad damage. You can't defeat me, I'm Gou Inaba, wielder of the mighty stun rod. Oh, my quad damage ran out. Fine, one of them's dead. And I actually have room to dodge in this time. Haha, you're too slow for Gou Inaba. Well, I wasn't so bad. Things were looking pretty bad earlier, but now I feel a lot better about myself. Okay, so you can't go into these rooms, it's just that one random room that has the health pack and the quad damage. What No Boys does. See, Gou Inaba's clearly like min-maxed everything. Huh? Hmm? What? 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 I just turned on the elevator without me in it. Oh, I guess I stand on top of the elevator. But I have to go on the above floor, maybe. Or I could... Oh, I think I see what I'm supposed to do. This is a puzzle. I didn't realize there were 700 people who have streamed Maken X in the UK. Okay, no, I don't see what I'm supposed to do. I thought I was supposed to walk out, but the door closes, so I can't walk out. Okay, so I think I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to... Ah! How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Ow. Okay, gotta be careful of that move. Big Ray's behind him. Okay. That's how much. Fishing for backstabs? Absolutely. What the? Ugh. These enemies just respawn? Okay. Well, here's the thing. I need to get upstairs. But I don't actually know how. Or do I? because this doesn't this lead back to like the deadly like heat basement. Oh no, it's these upstairs. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is why I fell and I like almost died earlier. Okay. Fucking bugs. I have to be careful because these guys can knock you off. I guess I could just jump over them, right? Just keep jumping. Alright, fuck him. Fuck him. They're not following me, right? Sweet. Okay. So now I've got to find that where the elevator was. I think. Or do I moan every time I swing? I guess it sounds a little bit like a moan. I don't know, it's like the Doom guy, isn't it? Every single time you press the enter button or the use key on anything, you're just like, So when you're trying to find secrets in a Doom level, you're just mashing the use key on all the walls and you're going, They're doing this, you're going, Duke Nukem's like, where is it? Wait, where the fuck's the elevator then? Is it down here? Oh, this is why it started. I don't know where I'm going. You only played good games? What do you mean? You're saying Doom's not a good game? Alright, so it's not up here. Where the hell's the elevator then? If only there was a map screen. Or maybe it's like here. Oh, hang on. You can use your mouse with Doom. What are you talking about? You'll be able to. You got mouse look on Doom for like years. Okay, here's the only problem is fighting this guy in the corridor because you can't like circle strafe and fish for backstabs. But you can still block everything, so. I mean, that's how I used to play Quake with a mouse and keyboard, like without the mouse. Spare a thought for those poor souls who played Quake on the Sega Saturn with the Sega Saturn controller. Oh god, insects. You know what, I'm just gonna avoid these motherfuckers. Fuck these guys. Fuck these stupid bug things. Go get so much street code, but no one will believe he was controlled by a 16-year-old to go to Istanbul. The fuck is... Oh, okay. Fine. I forgot about these enemies. Right. I forget how you deal with these. I think if you look away from them, they charge at you, but... I like how they're saying "itai, itai, itai, itai" as they run to you as well. Alright, that's right. You just gotta charge it, get them to charge at you. This is kind of like the backwards version of an Iron Maiden, isn't it? Because the spikes come out from them, not the thing that closes on them. That's so funny. Again, it's just the enemy designs and like what just waiting to see what happens next is a big appeal of this game. Okay, none of these doors open, that's fine. Alright, so oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, is this where it came from? Yeah, it is. Okay. Right, so here's the elevator room. Oh god. They have the, I can't really see what's their real faces like. I guess so. Is that what he's saying? Shine. Right. Keep in mind, this is supposed to be a hospital. Acupuncture patients, yeah, maybe. Okay, I can just, if I have quad damage, I can just bash their heads in. I ain't gotta wait for them to open up. Alright. I mean, this is... Oh, fuck. Someone uploaded a song to YouTube and called it Ghost Eve. I mean, he is carrying this playthrough so far. I mean, when he went to flight school, I bet he wasn't expecting this to happen to him. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's in the corridor. I can't really circle strafe around him. Or can I? Okay, I can. Alright. He's out there. Oh Christ, there's two of them. Can I just avoid them? It's getting a pain in the ass to fight these guys now. I mean, the only annoying thing is they shoot poison darts as well. I would just run past, yeah. I mean... 5th floor of the ward. There's a health pack there, but I don't think I need it. Alright. Avoided those two enemies. Where am I going? Okay. I think in here's another character you can brainjack. I think this person's also like needed for something. But again, it seems like we're missing a lot of that ability right now. And there's the exit. Well, I guess there's not much else you can do. It's been 2 hours since our last BJ. Alright, where next? Athens. Blade Master Alice. So we'll get to meet another Blade Master at least. What's the time now? I should probably call it a night there though. The Adventures of Ass and fucking Gou Inaba will continue next time I stream because I gotta call it a night there. So I will save the game. I was wondering if there's like... Oh, I guess I can't. I'm actually on this path now. I can't move anymore. I was gonna go back and check the other areas, but yeah, we're still Gou Inaba. BJ rank number 1. I didn't expect it to be this one because I remember the last time I played this, I was switching pretty much every level. Now it's just him. So yeah, okay. So. Yeah, we'll call it a night there, and I'll continue the stream whenever I feel like it. And we'll see the continuing adventures of Gou Inaba as he continues his world-trotting adventure. He has a taser in the model, does he? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he is holding a taser in his hand, isn't he? I didn't notice that. I just assumed this stun rod was his like baton was doing the electric stuff. I mean, you know, the standard issue laser baton that every pilot is given. The stun rod is what Maken made. That's true. He does kind of fuse into a new weapon, doesn't he? He kind of turns into a magic weapon, depending on the person. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. Maybe, yeah, he must have just looked at the taser and formed a weapon out of that, which is why it has stun rod abilities, like stun abilities. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys whenever. Toodle pip.